to the Southwest, defending Western Conference champions, the Mavericks. Even though they lost Derrick Jones Jr., they added Klay Thompson. Klay is going to be starting. We'll see how that works with Kyrie and Luka. And they picked up Najee Marshall from the Pelicans. He's a good defender. Honestly, he might get inserted into the starting lineup at some point. They'll probably move PJ to the 5 and then put Marshall in for defensive purposes only at some point. But they probably just want to see how this looks to just start the season. But yeah, the Mavericks, I got them second. I think the Thunder, Lawrence, I mean, they're just too good. I feel like this is the season for the Thunder, and we'll talk about them a little bit later. But I think the Mavericks maybe have a little bit of finals hangover. Yeah, they want to get back, but I feel like they'll just be the team that has finals hangover, and they'll probably start off slow just because they're missing Derrick Jones Jr. and it'll take some time to integrate Klay, and then figure out these rotations. But I mean, they're still going to win 50-plus games. They're going to be second in the West. Luka is probably going to contend for MVP. Klay is going to have a bounce-back year. He's going to be super wide open. All we're asking Klay to do is hit, four or five threes a game in the corner, wherever, on the floor, and play decent defense. And you're not asking him to be the Golden State Klay. So I got high hopes with the Mavericks. I think it's just finals hangover that's gonna get them to a slow start, though.
I'm kind of leaning top 2 seed.
Okay.
I'm leading. They're gonna be top 2. I like the Klay addition. It kind of gives a little bit more weight off the shoulders of Luka and Kyrie for points. Because you got another guy that can get you 15, like a consistent 15, and then if he gets you consistent 15, PJ Washington will have those nights where he gets you 10, and 10's honestly a good amount for this kind of role they need.
Yeah.
And honestly, like the second layer, the only problem with my point for the Mavericks is the second layer. The second layer just seems a little lackluster, which is the bench.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make it, and I think they will make it, and I think if they're gonna make this honorable push and go back it again, I don't think Luka's not gonna let them make mid-season moves to beef up that bench.
The Rockets, I think the Rockets are just probably in the same spot they were last season, probably a little bit outside the play-in. Maybe they do make the play-in because of some of these teams, like the Clippers, they got worse, so maybe they'll take the Clippers spot. So maybe they'll be, play in like that 9th, 10th seed this year. Reed Shepherd, I think he'll contend for Rookie of the Year. He can shoot, really athletic, can play a little bit of defense. It's going to be hard for him to crack the rotation, though, because they got so many good young players. He'll play, but I don't know if he's going to immediately play a lot of minutes, or it's going to be more towards like the second half of the year, where he kind of, after he proves himself, he'll start to get the, a bunch of minutes and then make us push for Rookie of the Year. So, we'll see about that. But yeah, I mean, they didn't make any huge moves, so that's why I'm kind of like, yeah, they'll probably be more or less in the same spot, unless Jalen Green goes off and averages like 30. That'll be the only way they make a serious push for anything in the West. But they're more so probably gonna be the same as last year. What do you think?
This is a solidified play-in team. I'm feeling very strongly they're going to be around the 9 or 10 spot. But I like them to make the playoffs overall through the play-in. I just think this team is good enough to do it. I think the young pieces mixed with the older talent. They have a leader in Fred VanVleet if he stays healthy. I mean, he's been all the way through. He's completely made it through. I mean, there's a lot to like on the team. They had a lot of guys make big leaps last year, and all you're asking is just a little bit more this year. And I think that's not a whole lot to ask.